Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is once again Global War 85, Operation Mars. This is going to be turn 13. Okay, Warsaw Pact started things off by repairing 8 damage. They missed their tech rolls. They decided to build 2 artillery, 2 SAMs, and 3 MBTs. They didn't do any combat because, as you can see, they're getting pressed back, and they really don't have the strength to attack at this point. Their income is down to 15, with their bonuses that put 33 in their bank. But you can see pretty clear there. Warsaw Pact is not really in a very good position right now. Okay, next up we had NATO. NATO was hot on the tech dice for the first, 2/3, 3/4 of the game, but the dice have gone cold. They missed all of their rolls. They rolled again for counterforce release authorization and missed on that. They built 4 mechs, 3 attack helicopters, 1 naval fighter, 1 light infantry, and 1 paramilitary. For combat, 2 of their theater missiles were fired. 1 shot at the minor army base here in Hungary, and it scored 3 damage. The other one was fired at the minor army base in Romania, and it got in there for 10 damage. That was a big hit. There was also an attack, as you see here, into West Poland, which obviously succeeded. It did involve battlefield nukes. It cost NATO 1 SPAG, 1 artillery, and 1 MBT. As you can see now, there's the buffer line that Warsaw Pact provides to the Soviets has been completely crushed. They're being pressed continually farther east. NATO's income is 52. They still have -4 for lost oil, put 48 in their bank. Okay, Soviet Global. They got in there on tech. They finished PGM, and they got stage 2 of advanced SLBM. For military aid, they decided to send Warsaw Pact 2 mechanized infantry and an artillery to FEC. Then for themselves, they built 2 artillery, 2 MBTs, 3 mechs, and 4 paramilitaries. Okay, combat. Down here in the Indian Ocean, Soviet SSN. You say, where is the Soviet SSN? Well, we'll talk about that later. The Soviet SSN from I-11 shifted over to I-7 and shot 2 anti-ship missiles at the American carrier there in I-6. Both of those missiles went off course and missed. Then with the strategic bomber there in Marmara, they came down and shot 2 cruise missiles at a minor army base in Suez. One of those missiles was shot down. The other scored 3 damage. And then in West Poland, the minor army base recently captured by NATO. Here we go here. 2 cruise missiles were shot at that and scored 8 damage in total. That was it for Soviet combat. Their income's 44. They've got 10 in bonus, put 54 in their bank. Okay, U.S. Global. They repaired 3 damage. I don't remember what it was to or where it was at. Oh, the 3 damage in Suez they repaired. That was it. And the tech dice have gone cold for them as well. They missed all their rolls. For military aid, they gave NATO the 8 IPP needed to repair the damage to the minor army base in West Poland. That's why you didn't see a damage marker there. And they sent an amphibious assault ship to Pacific Command. For themselves, they built 2 MBTs, 2 mechs, 1 frigate, 1 P-3 Orion, 1 attack bomber, 2 light infantry, a paramilitary, and a nuke boat. Okay, combat in I-7. As you can see here, the Viking from the carrier and the frigate that was placed on the last turn with it came down here and sunk the Soviet SSN to take it out of play. Mosul was attacked and captured, as you see. Battlefield nukes were used. The battle cost the Americans 1 mechanized infantry. East Libya was also successfully attacked with battlefield nukes, and that battle cost the Americans 1 light infantry. Theater missile was shot at the minor army base in Hungary, but it was shot down, so no damage there. East Czechoslovakia got a surgical strike with spy satellite support. There's East Czechoslovakia there. And 3 mechanized infantry were targeted and destroyed. The American income is 58, plus 8 for their bonus, minus 2 for Nigerian oil, put 64 in their bank. Okay, FEC. FEC decided to build 2 fighters, 4 MBTs, and 1 mech. There was a single combat. They attacked northern Yunnan, employing battlefield nukes, won the battle. As you can see, there they are right there in northern Yunnan. It cost them 3 MBTs and an artillery. But with that victory, they now have squeezed the communist Chinese into a single land zone, which is Zhejiang. For their income, they're at 20. They had 16 in bonus, put 36 in their bank. Pacific Command, there we go. They rolled again for counterforce nuclear release authorization, and this time they were successful. So they are now counterforce released against Far East Command. That also allowed them to deploy their battlefield nuke and theater nuke assets, which was an attack bomber and a B-1. They built 2 MBTs, 1 attack chopper, 1 destroyer, and 2 frigates. They didn't do any combat. Now, initially, the planes from the dashboard were placed there in home country, but those are available for use on the turn they are placed. So they both rebased. The B-1 went to Guam, and the attack bomber went to the minor air base in North Vietnam, just to kind of keep you apprised. Let's see, their income is 27 plus one they saved, put 28 in their bank. And we'll just give you a little peek here of what they've got going here. So now here off the West Coast, we got 3 amphibs. Each has a Sea Cobra. There's a destroyer and 3 frigates to escort. We've got 4 Marines and 2 MBTs to go on the amphibs whenever they decide it's time to sally forth. And these 2 ASW choppers will also be joining for extra ASW protection. And then, of course, you've got the fleet there at Tokyo, and that's over here. 2 fleet carriers all loaded up with planes, a battleship, destroyer, 2 frigates, 3 Vikings, and an ASW helo. So that's what the Americans are packing. I forgot to point out, just to do it, FEC had built 3 SSNs over here that went on silent running and came out here to reinforce the Central Pacific picket line. Okay, then that takes us to China. In their lone territory they have left, they do have a functioning major army base. So with their 1 tech roll, they have finally, after 13 turns of trying, completed AMD. So that did add 1 to national morale for completing a tech. They bought 4 light infantry with their money. No combat, no non-combat. The People's War Marker was placed in their only land zone. And China collected their income of 16. Okay, so now here we go with another variable end die roll. Fallout is up to 25. So there is a 1 in 4 chance that the war could end right here. $27. Almost, but peace does not prevail. The war will go on for at least another turn. Now, on the next one, turn 14, we will not only have a nuclear fallout roll that could potentially end the game, but we will also have a D12 roll, which could end the game, simulating another facet of global war wariness. Ozark Outpost, over and out.